Thenthiruperai. It's been the seventh in Navakailasam temples. Not only in Navakailasam temples, but also comes under the list of Navathirupathi temples, in which Thenthiruperai represents both the planets Bhudhan and Sukiran, respectively. Sage Romasar, after having consecrated the 6 Lingams at Papanasam, Cheranmadevi, kodaganallur, Kunnathur, Murappanadu and Srivaikundam, at last reached Thenthiruperai, since the 7th lotus flower had docked on the bank of the river Thamirabarani, here, at the sthala Thenthiruperai. As directed by the great sage Agasthiyar, Sage Romasar dedicated the linga for the planet Mercury, which has been called as Bhudhan in Tamil language. There has been a very interesting event that had taken place in the temple history of the near past, over the reign of the East India Company. The district collector Durai, after having taken survey in this place, had stayed at a guest house near Thenthiruperai. Due to the prickly heat in summer, he was longing for the tender coconut to quench his thirst. He sent his assistant to bring one tender coconut from the grove. His assistant also found one grove which had been granted for the temple use. While asking for a tender coconut to the collector Durai, the request had been denied that all the tender coconuts were for anointing the idol of the god Kailasam, and not for common men. The same words had been expressed to the collector by his assistant. At once, the collector, accompanied with his assistant, rushed to the coconut grove and inquired the grove guard with angry whether had all the tender coconuts in that grove sprouted with horns. Again, the collector ordered the guard to pluck a tender coconut at once. The guard, no other way, obeyed the collector's order. The grove guard gave the tender coconut to the collector. The collector, while having taken the coconut to drink, became very frightened enough that he found 3 horns sprouted over the outer surface of the coconut, coincided with the question he had asked the grove guard, that whether the coconut had sprouts of horns on it, when the guard denied to pluck it. He immediately rushed to the temple and begged the pardon to the Lord Kailasam. Not only had he been apologized, but also he gave some money as a penalty for his deed. Even now, we could able to see the same horn-sprouted coconut at the shrine of the goddess. But there has been only one sprout found on the coconut.